Welcome back to Roll for Recipe, the series where the dice are the head chef. I'll roll for ingredients and then make a dish with them. Let's go. Rolling first for restriction, and that's 5 small plates. Next, a D10 for protein, and that's a 4 for tofu. And now a D6 for carb, 6 sweet potato. All right, we got the makings of a good little vegan dish here. And now 2D12 for produce. That's a 1 spinach and a 3 bell pepper. All right, those should go pretty good with what we got. And finally, a D20 wild magic roll. And that's a 6 for 5 spice. All right, that should go really well with the sweet potato and tofu that we rolled earlier. So for today, we have to make a small plate with tofu, sweet potatoes, spinach, bell peppers, and Chinese 5 spice. I think we can make a nice little vegan dish with this, so let's get cooking. So my thought for this dish is that I want to do a chips and dip appetizer type dish. So first thing I'm gonna do is slice up some sweet potatoes to make some 5 spice flavored sweet potato chips. And my mandolin's a little bit cheap here, so unfortunately those chips are a little bit thicker than I'd like them to be, but I can still work with it. All the other ingredients are going to be used to make a variation of Palak paneer, which is an Indian spinach curry dish. Now, one key thing to remember when you're making this dish is that you don't want to overcook that spinach. So here I gave it a quick blanch and then immediately put it in an ice bath to stop the cooking. Now, typically the masala for this curry is made with tomatoes, ginger, garlic, other flavorings, typical Indian masala. But here I'm gonna be using red peppers in place of the tomatoes, and I mix the 5 spice into the general dry spice blend. Typically this dish is made with cheese, but I'll be using tofu in place of it. Now, I'm not a huge tofu person, as I've said in the past, but a couple recipes I found online said that if I just boil the tofu cubes in heavily salted water for a few minutes, it should come out salty and cheese-like. To me, it didn't really feel like cheese cubes at all, but maybe I'm missing something. Let me know in the comments. I gotta tell you guys, this dish smells amazing, so I really have some high hopes for it. Well, it definitely smells like Indian food, so let's see how it tastes. All right, cheers. Oh man, that's good. Yeah, that 5 spice blend and the sweet potatoes definitely complement all these flavors. Now, I absolutely love Indian food, so I might be a little biased here, but this is definitely one of the better dishes we've had. My only complaint about this dish is I just rather have the cheese than the tofu. Also, these sweet potatoes definitely could have been a little more crispy, but oh well. All right, guys, I'm gonna give this a 9.4. I think the salmon burger slightly edged this one out, but it was a really solid dish, and I'm gonna call it Paladin's Palak. Overall, great flavors across the whole dish. Again, I'm a little biased because I love the Indian spice blends, but honestly, this was a phenomenal dish. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, remember to like and follow, and I'll see you next time.